Hello, Seekers. Welcome to Oracle of Ma. And today I just thought to make a reading. We are now in the phase of the waxing moon, and the Brumalia celebrations are also approaching. They will start on the 24th of November, and I always celebrate Brumalia as a festival for the Earth Goddess. And so I thought, okay, let's just start with an oracle reading, and I don't ask any kind of specific question. I just will pull 3 cards from my own oracle deck, Oracle of Ma Secret Messages, which is also available through the Game Crafter. So I will put the link in the description box, okay? And you can order it there. Okay, first I just pull now 3 cards, and you will choose then 1 card, and that's your reading. Okay, let's just start with it. We pull now 3 cards. Let's see. Okay, that's the first one. Second. Oh, I have 2. So okay, there are 2. So we'll make 4 readings today. I only thought I will make 3, but okay. Okay, we make 4. So the first card for the first pile, number 1, is balance and grounding. The second is unique path. The third is inner peace. And the fourth card is secret messages. Okay? So I just give you a closer look. So here you have pile number 1, balance and grounding, then pile number 2 with unique path, and pile number 3 with inner peace, and pile number 4 with secret messages. Welcome, pile number 1. This is your reading, and it's very interesting card, balance and grounding, because it just talks to you that you shall reconnect to the earth. And it's also interesting because the festival of Brumalia will start very soon, and it starts on the 24th of November and will go on until the 24th of December. So if you take this month really and take every day, just if it's only 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you take this time for balance and grounding, it will definitely help you on your eco-spiritual journey, because it seems like that you have somehow lost the connection to your root chakra, and that makes you feeling sometimes also very anxious, okay, and nervous. And sometimes you really become even nervous in situations which are really, it's not necessary that you become nervous or anxious, but somehow you feel overwhelmed. You feel overwhelmed by small tasks, and that can be because you, as I said before, you lost the connection somehow to your root chakra, and you somehow you lost the connection. You don't feel safe anymore. You don't feel safe in your environment, and you don't feel at ease. and it could be that you want to do too many things at once, and you start doing multitasking, and because of that you feel overwhelmed, because you see, I can't, I didn't start, you say maybe I started with this and I couldn't finish it at time, and this, and I started with this and I also couldn't finish it, and then you got overwhelmed and nothing gets finished. And so if you start with one project and you finish it, and then you finish the next one and then finish the next one, it's much better than all this kind of multitasking, you know. What, but let's see what other messages are coming through. I will use now Tarot Osho Zen, and we'll see what messages are coming through for you. Let's see. Just take a few cards and let's see what is coming through for you. Just first card, compromise. Second, receptivity. Very interesting. Oh, and yeah, and this one's okay. Too many. No, there's too many. I just want another one. Yeah, and the third. A very interesting message. And now take what resonates, okay? This is a general reading, but what comes through here is that you are over giving, okay? And that's also one reason why you lost your balance, because you are just giving and giving and compromising a lot, okay? There are many situations where you're just compromising, and maybe it's not just one situation. There may be many situations that could be in your private life, and that can be also in your professional life, like or whatever, in any kind of situation. So you are over giving, and you are maybe also not ready to receive. You're just in the role of the giver, the supporter, and you are not ready to receive, and you are not open for help. Maybe also you all want to do it on your own. And what's also coming through here is like this comparison. What's also coming through is that you start then to compare yourself to other people, okay? And they can do that, and why I am not managing? Why can't I do this? This is my Ratri here. Hello, Ratri. And why can't I do this? She is sometimes coming and helping me. So she was just coming here. And why can't I do this like the other people? Okay, you start to compare yourself. But sometimes if you look, even if you look at social media accounts, okay, and you're seeing people presenting themselves, I mean, they present themselves, they have published, I don't know what I'm talking here. Really, I'm just giving some kind of weird examples maybe, but anyhow, I'm just talking about something. For example, they have published every month, they are publishing a new ebook or something, like, and they are writing like that about their social media account, and then at the same time they are managing, their, I don't know, their fitness routines, and every day they are doing for 1 and 2 hours fitness routines, then they are doing beauty treatments or whatever, okay? And all these kind of influencer girlies and boys who are writing on their social media accounts what they all accomplish and things like that, you know. And then they are putting all their filters on and they are looking like this and that, okay? And you think, yeah, why can't I do this like this, and they can do it and I can't do it? But see, this is most of the time, this is just like drama, this is theater, this is not for real, you know. And you stop comparing yourself to other people. You do what you can do, you know, what's really what you are capable of here. And if you can do your kind of yoga exercises for 5 minutes every day, then you do it for 5 minutes, okay? That's, and you be proud of that, that you have found your time, you do something for your fitness, or you do any kind of fitness exercises, or you go for a walk for 10 minutes, or whatever you do, whatever is your program. You have your own kind of rhythm, and you follow your own kind of rhythm and your own kind of schedule, and you stop comparing yourself to other people. and and also take time for yourself and start overgiving, and also be ready to receive, okay? And okay, I think this was your message. And if you have any kind of further questions, I you can leave also your comments. And yeah, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next reading. Bye. Welcome, pile number 2. You have chosen the card Unique Path. Also, very interesting card because it talks about finding your own kind of purpose, your unique path. Um, it's definitely interesting because it's it's something, maybe you are in a phase of transition and you ask yourself, am I on the right path? Is this really my purpose? Do I really want to do this? Maybe you have been already in some kind of a job for 20 years and nothing is happening. You're going there every day, you're working there from 9 to 5, but maybe you had already in your mind that you wanted to start some kind of a own your small business, or you wanted to start your own kind of beauty parlor, whatever it may have been. That may be different for or your craft business, or doing some art, or dancing, or singing, or starting your own kind of music group, whatever it may have been. So this is different for everybody. But maybe you started yourself asking, is this really my path? What is really my purpose? What do I want to do with my life? And so I will also now ask the oracle cards, the tarot Oshutsen, for further information. Okay, let's see what's coming through. Let's see. First card. Very interesting. Second. This is definitely a very interesting message. The thing is like that, because you had been in this kind of situation now for a very long time, that you never did what you really wanted to do, okay? You are just following a path because, I mean, your environment has told you that this is safe for you. And this is again my personal assistant, Ratri. Ratri, thank you. And because your environment has told you this is safe, okay, it's a good job, you earn your money and you get your salary, not really good salary maybe, but you get your salary and you can buy, you pay your rent, and you have something to eat and something like that. But in but you, it's no nourishment for your soul. You are not really flowering, you say. This kind of flowering, what you really are, it's you represented. This kind of flowering is suppressed. At the moment it's really suppressed. See, you are feeling overwhelmed, really. This is burdening you. Your kind of present situation is burdening you, okay? This is really coming through here. It's burdening you, and therefore this kind of beautiful flowering, the queen, it's in the traditional tarot, it's the queen of pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is self sufficient. She always has enough. So it means that even if you go on this other path, like may it be a small business or whatever it may be, okay, you would always have enough here. You would find a way to sustain yourself, but you believe that's not possible. At the moment, you are just not believing that it's possible, and therefore you repress this kind of beautiful flowering, the flowering of an idea and everything. You repress it at the moment, okay? But it's it's like coming to an end, because this is in the you see this person here. It's the person is completely chained. Cha- they are chained. They can't even think clearly. And but it's indicating that this, in the traditional tarot, it's the Ten of Wands. It's somehow indicating that this phase is coming to an end. And I would say that on the next full moon, which is November 27th. So, on the next full moon, really, you will already start to rethink your situation and to think about what really makes me happy. What is my path? What really makes me shining like this, flowering, beautiful. And you will think about that. And take your time. This is one advice. If you like to do it, just go for it. Take your time the next full moon and take a piece of paper and whatever comes in your mind, what do I want to do with my life? What whatever comes in your mind. And as crazy it may be, you just write it down. And you will see that from this kind of thing, and from this time onwards, you just start every day with some kind of visualization and affirmations. What do I really want? And you work towards it. Even if you every day do some kind of small step towards your goal, okay? And that will really help you to embark on your own unique journey and to leave all these kind of burdens and pain behind. Okay, pile number 2, this was your message. Thank you for listening. And if you have enjoyed the reading, then please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. And you see here my personal assistant Ratri, who is joining me again for the reading. So you have chosen the card Inner Peace. And it seems like your present situation is just, how do I say it, like what I'm feeling here is you don't even express it, but you don't feel in a pace at the moment. It's you really want to come back to this feeling of inner peace where you really are happy with your life, with your circumstances. But at the moment, it seems, yeah, it's interesting though, because with the other two readings, I didn't have this, the voice. You even don't express it. You are just you are just so much in a kind of a stressful situation, and you even don't talk about it. It's very interesting. We see what the other cards are telling us. I'm using here Tarot or Shutzen. Okay, the first card. Oh, it's very interesting. And two coming out. Okay. This is a very interesting reading. What's really important for you is that you take time for your inner healing, because really you have put yourself in a situation, and I'm just feeling this really now very, very strongly. Take what resonates. That may resonate only for a few people who are listening to this, but this is a feeling really which is coming here through very, very, very strongly. And it's not a not it's actually very horrible, overburdened, horrible. I don't want to use the word horrible, but really in your inners, you feel, you don't feel at ease. Yeah. And it's really getting sometimes to the to a kind of point where you really feel horrible. You feel overburdened by some kind of situation where you have to follow some kind of morality, or or you are controlled by particular kind of situation. Okay. And you may think you can't get out of that, and you're following this kind of situation. And here it's really mm, it's really very cloudy also, because you don't see that there is a path for you out of that, that you can heal this kind of situation. So there so see what comes here through is that you really need your time for healing. Okay. And what's really the best advice at that moment would be, if you really can do that, you just try to get out of the situation. If you take a short trip, even if it's just a kind of a weekend trip, even if it's only for 2 days, and just leave where your present place where you're living or whatever, and you, even if it's just a small journey, and you just go somewhere 2 3 hours 4 hours, I don't know where you live, but you just go somewhere, stay there, and then you see the situation from a different kind of angle, and you see that there is a path out of this control. Maybe it's not even a control which is from outer circumstances. Maybe you yourself are controlling yourself through your own kind of self-imposed restriction, what somebody has told you, what how it is, how you shall lead your life, how what you shall do, how you have to do this and how you have to do that, and it's the only way. And so maybe you're also controlling yourself, and it's really time for yourself to free yourself, to ask yourself, what do I need? Really, what do I need? What gives me really inner peace? Where I'm really happy? What makes me happy? And take this time and start this healing journey. And what I would recommend you, you can do what you want anyhow, but I would recommend you just write it down every day. What makes you really happy? Yeah, what would make you happy? Maybe it's just buying yourself a plant, or going in a coffee house, or going, I don't know, a walk in the park, sitting under a tree, doing something different, okay? And don't control yourself with all this kind of self-imposed restriction. And these restrictions are taking away your life force. And it's time for you to find this inner peace before it's really taking a toll on your mental health. And also maybe also it can take a toll on your physical health. So it's really time for you to take a step back and take every day only some kind of 10 minutes and do things what really make you happy, what is different from your everyday schedule. You do something different, okay? And even this 10 minutes, yeah, even if it's just 10 minutes, this will start your healing journey. So it's really time for you to start this healing journey. So this was your message, pile number 3. And if you have any kind of further question, leave it in the comments. And thanks for listening. And if you have enjoyed this reading, then please subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. We have here the card Secret Messages. It's very interesting. We just see what messages you are getting. This card actually symbolizes secret messages of different kind of goddesses, of the old goddess, of the bad goddess, of the grow goddess, and they are having secret messages. So if you have seen a grow, or a bat, or an owl, then this message is definitely for you, because they really have a special message for you, which is important on your eco spiritual journey. Very interesting reading though. Completely different energy than from the other 3 readings, which had more to do with some kind more of self-development. This may also have to do with some kind of self-development, but it has more to do with your own kind of eco-spiritual journey. And you may be also very interested in some kind of animism and shamanism, also the veneration of earth and nature goddesses. And if this really resonates to you, then this message is definitely for you. And if not, then choose another pile, because this message is really for somebody who works a lot with the energies, with animals. Very interesting. So let's see what's coming soon, what other messages you are getting. Taking here Tao Osho Tsen again. Let's see. Interesting. Oh, okay, I take this. That's very interesting. Because we had these two cards also in, it was pile number two, yeah, it was pile number two. The message was a little bit different for pile number two. But maybe if you also like pile number two, it could be also interesting for you, you know. So if you have felt drawn also to pile number two, then also check out pile number two. Maybe there's also a message for you there. Anyhow, what's interesting here that on your eco spiritual path, on this path you are on, there is a message that a change, a huge kind of shift and change is coming. And this change has to do with some kind of things. You are freeing yourself from perceptions which thought. This is a very interesting message here, because you really thought that you are not worth it. You are not worth to shine, or you thought yourself you are not even good enough for something, you know. This is a very interesting thing. So you start to realize how beautiful you are, how powerful you are. Your inner blossoming is starting. Yeah, it starts really. You are just embracing your own kind of authentic beauty, you know. And I'm talking here about the beauty of your being, about your expression, about your creative expression, whatever that may be for you. So the thing is that there is a huge change coming, and you are freeing yourself from different kind of burdens which have hindered you. And this kind of thing, you may have seen the signs already that this change is coming. There is a shift coming, and this shift appears out of nowhere. And it's interesting. It's a very interesting card, and you may have felt, for a very long time, you may have felt left out in the cold, like you nobody realized your real value. Yeah, you felt you didn't feel at ease. Maybe you did not realize your own kind of value, your self-worth. It was really clouded, and now you come really to your authentic self. You really start embracing your authentic self. You start celebrating yourself, and you start shining. And see here, the wind is coming, and it's really showing me that, see, this is the wheel of fortune. So this change, this energy, you know, the moving energy, and and also this wind, the wind was coming here, you know. And this is really great. because this is moving. It starts moving, you know. The wheel of fortune is moving in your favor, and there's a huge kind of shift, and a huge, really huge. It's a huge thing, a huge kind of realization. And I think I stopped the reading here now. It's very interesting. So you will see there's a huge shift, and even it starts now, and you will celebrate it already. You will celebrate your realization, your first realizations here. You will already celebrate it on the next full moon, and from there it goes on step by step and by step, and you leave behind all kind of feelings of abandonment and all these kind of feelings of burdens of limitations, and you leave everything behind. So it's a very interesting message. So thanks for listening. And if you have enjoyed this reading, subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Bye.